All right, hello everybody. Kind of scraping, trying to make daily videos on like writing is like a really difficult thing to do actually. um, so what I thought I would do today is just mention something. This will be a nice short one, right? I thought I would mention something that I find really, really, enjoyable. That is related to writing, related to reading. That you guys might find fun too. So what it is there's a channel. So I am a big fan of H.P. Lovecraft, of old cosmic horror, of pulp stories, and one of the things that like got me back into it after a long period of like not really thinking about it at all was I stumbled onto this channel on YouTube called HorrorBabble, and what it is they just do readings of a bunch of really cool old horror stories, and not just Lovecraft too. They'll do. I just recently listened to their reading of Allison Vance, I think. There's some Robert Bloch stories. They have some of their own original stuff. They're really cool. The guy who does the readings has a really good voice, and yeah, it's just a good way to get something to listen to when you want to listen to something that's not screaming at you, because some of these stories are nice slow burns, and so you can get like I really like his reading of Lovecraft wrote it or co-wrote it or ghost wrote it for somebody else, but it's called The Mound. That's a really good one. Of course, At the Mountains of Madness is a fantastic one. The one that I remember from Block that I listened to most recently was called The Notebook, I think. But yeah, anyway, yeah, this is just I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something to present to you guys. And like one of the things I like to do is I like to try to find ways to get, good literature, good reading cheaply, right? And so, they're just YouTube videos. You can watch them for free. Of course, they have support options and stuff there too if you get into them and you feel like you want to contribute to that. And, of course, more power to you if you do. Um, this is one of the reasons why I like the Internet Archive, because they have all that old out of copyright stuff, and you can just download it. So like I don't even need to like rely on them to read it. I just download the PDF and I have it. I've done that with a bunch of books like Don Quixote, um, uh, ba, 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 uh, Dracula, the Phantom of the Opera, which I didn't even know was a book until I discovered that. I always thought it was just like a movie or a musical. Anyway, go check out HorrorBabble if you like the same kind of books and reading that I do, because you will enjoy having that for background noise rather than some goofy, YouTube screaming dude. Um, and yeah, I just, let's see, other business. I just put The Chasm of Color in for review at Amazon. That should be out in the next day or two. They say it takes up to 72 hours, but for my stuff, it usually doesn't take that long. So I'll have a video for that when it's actually available for sale. If you enjoy this video or if you enjoy what I'm doing on this channel, you know what to do. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I hope you have a good Wednesday and a good Thursday. And the rest of the week is, I don't know, whatever. Still working on John Douglas's Black Crown book. And let's see. I also read. Real quick. There's a story by Rex Stout. So I'm a huge Rex Stout fan, huge Nero Wolfe fan. You can look at my shelf there, and you can see my collection of first and near first editions of a bunch of Wolfe stuff. Maybe I'll show that off someday. And I'm really going to try to do like an in-depth look at all the Wolfe books chronologically, starting from Fer de Lance and moving all the way up to A Family Affair. That will require me to buy some books, so it's going to take a while for me to accumulate everything. But kind of that's one of my little plans for the future. Because I thought it would be fun to have a thing where like I talk about like all the different orchids that are mentioned. If Wolfe is reading any books, whether those books are real or are they made up by Stout as something for Wolfe to read. And I just finished rereading Over My Dead Body, and man, that story is a lot better than I remember it being. It's the one that happened. I think Stout wrote it in 38 or 39, and it was published in 39, and it was about basically a how can I describe it without spoiling it? Basically, a woman comes to Wolf's office and says that she needs help for her friend who's been accused of stealing diamonds, and the diamonds thing gets taken care of in quite a creative and fun way, but that him helping her leads to a much more complicated situation that is really really cool. A lot of international intrigue and a lot of really good character interactions in that book. But from both Archie to suspects, and also Inspector Kramer gets a huge chunk of time in that book, which is great for him. Really, really helps to make his character shine. So I just finished reading that, and I just finished reading A Window for Death in Three for the Chair, which is one of the so Stout kind of wrote in alternation, wrote like full. I mean, they're shortish novels usually, but kind of full length novels and collections of like three novellas or three novelettes. And I just was reading Three for the Chair, which is the name of the whole book, the collection. And in it, the first story is called A Window for Death. And that's also a really good book with a really cool, satisfying ending in the sense that it's a new murder method that Wolfe catches on to, but nobody else seems to until the last moment. So that's like my 3-second review of that book. But if you're in the market for any Nero Wolfe books, those are always fun. But those are the two that I've read most recently. And then just go check out HorrorBabble, and I will see what I come up with for tomorrow. Have a good day.